You're watching the Be Your Hero Gaming channel, where I want you to play games and I also want you to be a hero in your real lives. Today we're going to do a playthrough of the wonders of the first collectible card game. I've talked a lot about this game in my videos, and I want to showcase today why this game is so cool and why it's really in a league of its own when it comes to collectible card games. It is an amazing game, and it's very, very different from anything else you've ever played. And it's a lot of fun. You'll see why here in just a second. But before I get to that, I want to talk about sportsmanship. One of the reasons why we like to play games is because it gives us an opportunity to win with grace and lose with grace. And like I said, an opportunity to do that. Doesn't mean we're perfect at it all the time. Sometimes when we're winning, we like to gloat a little bit. And sometimes when we're losing, we get very, very frustrated. But hopefully, as we play games and learn from our frustrations and realize that we lost for one reason or the other, that can transfer into making our deck better or playing a better strategy next time, rather than just leaving with a bad attitude. And hopefully that transfers over into our real lives as well. That if you're frustrated by something or you're upset by, maybe you could say in a way you've lost in life, what's something that you can do to tune yourself up to make sure that doesn't happen again? So with that said, let's dive right in here. I want to talk just really quick about the different types of cards that can go into the deck. And then we'll talk briefly about deck construction, and then we'll just jump right in. I tried to make several how to play videos, and I made a couple mistakes. So again, Knox is my opponent today, and my son, and if he notices me making a rules mistake, hopefully he'll flag me down and say, hey, you did that wrong. But I made a couple rules mistakes, and it just didn't flow very well. And so I thought, you know what, let's just play the game, and you can just see how the game is played, what all this talk has been about in several videos that I've done. So first of all, you'll notice there's several types of cards that you're going to find to put in your deck. One of them is the Wonder, and that's the main card because those are the ones you're going to play to the realms to attack and try to win some of these stones here. And the person that wins the most stones is going to win the game. After 7 rounds, the game ends, and whoever controls the most stones will be the winner. So you're going to play the Wonders to the realms. This is their power. And when you attack in a realm, whoever has the most total power is going to be the winner of the stone. And then the other player can gather more Wonders or play more Wonders there and win the stone back. It doesn't mean it's permanently belonging to the player who won the stone at that time. This is the cost of the Wonder here. This is how much energy you're going to have to use to play the Wonder. This is the Wonder's rarity. This is a mythic card, so this is a little bit harder to pull from packs. And again, these are just playtest cards here. These are not official cards. They're just playtest cards that we're using to kind of showcase this game. And then most Wonders will have some kind of an ability on the card here, and we'll talk about that as those Wonders come out and as they're played. The next most important card is the Land. And the reason why the lands are so important because they give you a link to the orbital. You notice these cards are different colors, represented by the different orbitals. And you can put any amount of different orbitals in your deck. You're not limited by that. You can put whatever colors you want in there. But the orbital link will give you a couple of different benefits. One, it will allow you to play core cards. A core card cannot be played unless you have a land of that orbital link. So this is an Umberthine land. I will not be able to play a Sulfera core card unless I own a Sulfera land. The other benefit is with the orbital link is you will get a single energy discount to play the cards from that orbital. It doesn't matter whether I have 1 Umberthine land or 10, but I will get 1 discount on the Umberthine lands that I play. So if I have a Sulfera land, I can play this card because it's core, and I also get a discount, so it only costs me 8 to play. Also, the lands can be harvested at one point in the game to give you an additional action. That counts as your turn, but it will give you an additional action to play in a future turn, and most of them have some kind of an ability on them that you'll be granted as well. So lands in this game are really cool because of the fact they gave you the discount. You can play core cards, get an additional action, and they have some kind of ability on them. Really cool. The other 2 types of cards is a spell, which is a one-time effect and goes in your discard pile or your abyss once the effect is resolved. And the other card is an item. Items can be equipped to Wonders, or it can just be a utility item that shows up in the realm that gives you some kind of benefit. Now, with that said, let's jump right in here and start playing. When you play the game, you will get 3 actions at the beginning of every round. We use dice to track the actions. You can use whatever you want to track the actions. It's just something that we use because we had it around. You don't have to use the Wonders play mats. They keep track of the different realms here and the lanes by showing you the gray color here. You don't have to use these. You could use any play mat and it will work just fine. We've done it before. These are just kind of nice to keep track of where you're at. At the beginning of each round, you will get energy equal to the current round plus any stones you control. Obviously, it's the first round here. Nobody controls any stones. We will just get 1 energy. Your deck is made up of 50 cards, and we will talk a little bit more about deck construction in a future video. 50 cards in your deck. You will start the game by drawing 7 cards into your hand, which we've already done. And you can have an opportunity to do a mulligan. 1 to 3 of these cards that you don't want, you can bury on the bottom of your deck. Draw that many cards off the top if you find that you don't like the cards that you've gotten into your deck. Okay, so we'll just jump right in here and start playing, and hopefully we'll try to describe some of the rules as we play, and you'll get an idea on why this game is so cool. And one thing I really like about it is it starts very simply with round 1 and realm 1 here, where this is the only place you can play. And then as other realms are unlocked, you can play in any unlocked realm. So by the end of the game, you'll be using your last few actions in round 7 to play in any realm, trying to take any stones that you can before the game finishes. So, round 1, we've drawn our 7 cards. We've already done our mulligan already, and so we're just going to jump right in and start playing. At the beginning of the round, you get your actions, you get your energy, and you draw a card. So we're going to draw a card at the beginning of the round, and this card will really come in handy because these are good cards to play first, because it's going to give me that orbital link to Patria, and it's also going to give me a discount on the Patria cards that I play. So I'm going to play this card as my first action, and you'll see how fast the play goes because that is my turn. Oh, I will say real quick here, what can you use your actions for? You can use your actions to play a card. You can use your actions to battle in a realm. You can use an action to draw a card, or you can use an action to use one of the abilities of your cards that are in play. Those 4 things you can do with your actions. So I'm going to go into 2 actions here, and I'm going to play, and you can see the cost of the lands here is 0, so this is not going to cost me any energy. And I will play the Patria land to realm 1, since that's the only unlocked realm and the only thing I can do, and I'll pass the turn to Nox.
I'm going to use an action, and I'm going to play a land, and it's going to give me 2 faith.
Okay, faith is a type of currency that the Heliosynth orbital can use, and you can see here he's played a Heliosynth land, so now he has the Heliosynth link, gets a discount on these cards, but for 1, and can play any core Heliosynth cards and can use this to gain an additional action in a future turn. And this is basically how that works. Nox is taking his turn, it's going to go to me. I can turn this card sideways or tap the card. Anytime you do that to a card, that is permanent for the whole game, unless a card lets you undo that. Once you use the tap ability of a card, that's it for the entire game. This would give me an additional action, and it would go to Nox's turn. But I'm not going to use that quite yet. I have my 1 energy left and 2 actions, and I have a very cool card in here, which is this little cat guy here. Now, any card that says attuned means that if I have a Patria land in play, this is not going to cost me an action. And also because I get a 1 discount for having the land, this is essentially a free card to play. So I'm going to play the Link's Paw Song to realm number 1, which is a 2 energy wonder, and because it's attuned, I don't use an action, and I also don't use an energy because I get the 1 discount. It's going to go back to Nox.
I'm going to use 1 action and no energy, actually, and I'm going to play the Patch Squibbler.
Okay, again, because Nox has that orbital link, his Patch Squibbler is going to cost 0, but it's not attuned, so it's still going to cost him an action to play, and now he has greater power than me in this realm, 3 to my 2. So what am I going to do? I'm going to use another action, put me down to 1. And again, a free card to play because I get the 1 energy discount. This is going to get me 4 + 1 counters onto my wonder. So I'm going to put this in my discard pile, which what you do with a spell. And I get +4 onto my Paw Song. It's going to put him at 6. Nox, your turn.
I guess I'll just use 1 energy and my last action. I'll play Sister Azuber's Silver Song, and on arrival I gain 3 faith.
Okay, again, faith is just a currency the Heliosynth orbital can play for actions in future turns. So that's going to put my 6 to Nox's 4. I have greater power there. I'm going to use my final action to attack and seize the stone, and it will be Nox's turn.
I pass.
Okay, Nox is going to pass. So again, the reason why you go back, because you can harvest your lands for an additional action. That's an option available to you. The round ends when both players pass in succession. Nox passed, I will pass. That's going to unlock round number 2, where we will now gain 2 energy each. I will gain an additional energy because I control stone, so I will be at 3. And then again, 3 actions at the beginning of each round. So 3 actions. And the player who goes first was the player who went first last time, or the player who most recently won a battle and seized a stone, which is going to be me. We'll each draw a card at the beginning of the round. Okay, so now I've got a Sulfera land. So I'm going to play a Sulfera land into the unlocked realm number 2. It doesn't matter where the lands are. They're still going to grant you the link abilities. They could be here or here, wherever they're at in the unlocked realms. And that's going to take one action away. I'm going to go down to 2. Nox, your turn.
Okay. Deep boo. Alright, so I'm going to use 1 energy and 1 action. And I'm going to play the Fortune Dealer.
Okay, so this guy, is going to cost him an energy because he doesn't have an Umbrathine land. And whenever it says an ability and free, that means it takes your turn still, but it does not cost an action, just like attuned. Deny 3 means he's going to take 3 cards at the top of his deck and put them in the abyss. And that's kind of a key aspect of the Umbrathine orbital. Okay, so what am I going to do in response? I am going to play my Sloth here, which is just a basic wonder, has no ability. He's going to be free to play energy-wise because I'm going to get the 1 discount, 3 power, but it's still going to cost me an action. Nox, your turn.
Okay, let's see. And this time I'm gonna tap free and I'm gonna deny 3.
Okay, he's going to deny 3 cards, which there's certain cards that can be played directly from the abyss. There's other cards that will benefit from multiple cards being in the abyss. Okay, then I will spend my final action. Well, let's see here. I'm actually going to spend I got 3 energy left here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to play this item here. So that's going to cost me all my energy. I get a single discount because I have the Sulfera land. It's not a core card, but it doesn't matter. So wonders in my hand with a cost of 6 or more are going to cost 2 less now. Okay, so I'm going to put the Dragon's Gold. Let me slide these up a little bit so we can see the Dragon's Gold here. And that's going to cost me all my energy. My last action. Nox, your turn.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do another tap free action. Spend X faith and gain X energy. I'll do. Let's say 2.
Okay, so he's going to use 2. Going to gain 2 energy. So it's going to come back to me. I am out of actions. I could tap my lands for an additional action. I'm going to pass though. Go back to Nox.
Okay, and then I'm gonna spend 2 energy and 1 action. Whoops. And I'm gonna play the Ungopod. Opponent spells cost 3 more to play.
Okay, so that's just period, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a bummer guy to have out there. So any spell I play is going to cost 3 more from this silly robot thing. Okay, very good. And it's going to come back to me. I'm going to pass again. It's going to go back to Nox. So the reason why Nox has so many extra actions because he used these tap-free actions, which still took his turn but did not cost an action. So you have an additional action remaining.
So I'm going to use my last action. I'm going to attack here.
Okay, he's going to take that stone over because he has his power. Again, if you're tapped, you can still attack as normal. That doesn't mean you can't attack anymore. It just means his ability's been used for the game. Okay, and his 5 power to my 3 is going to give him the stone. It's going to come back to me. I'm going to pass.
Pass.
Nox going to pass. We're going to go to round number 3, where we are each going to gain 3 energy plus 1 apiece, so 4, because we each control stone. So 4, and we're going to get our 3 actions back. Nox most recently won a battle, so we're each going to draw a card, and Nox is going to go first.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 energy, and I'm going to put in the Blackthorn Banshee. On round start, if you have 3 or more wonders in the abyss, draw a card.
Okay, so that's going to give him an additional card if he's got some. So again, one of the benefit of denying cards in the abyss is going to get him to draw additional cards. I am going to spend an action, and this is going to be free because it costs only 1, and I'm going to get the discount on it. We're going to put another Sloth over here. Nox her up.
Okay. I'm going to use an action to draw a card.
Okay. What have I got left? I got 4 energy. I am going to use an action and 1 energy. Put me down to 3. Because again, this is going to be discounted to 1 and then play the Vault. The Vault's pretty cool because basically it makes it so all my cards are immune from all his effects of spells. Let's see here. Let's take a look at it here. So your lands and items. Oh, sorry, the lands and items, not the wonders. But the lands and items not named Azure Vault can be tapped, targeted, destroyed, nullified, or controlled by opponents or opponents' cards. So it kind of makes my items and lands kind of invincible unless he destroys this item. If he destroys this item, then they are targets once again. Nox, your turn.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna use my last action to draw cards.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of getting to that point too. I'm getting a little lean on cards here.
It's not that I'm lean on cards, it's that all my cards are core for Umberthine.
I think I'm actually going to play my last action to play another land over here. Now, this is a cool land because it says when you play a 3rd Sulfera land, I can untap this. So if I use it for an additional action, I can use it again. And I already have 2 Sulfera lands, so I probably could use this and play a 3rd one and get that one back. So I'm out of actions. Nox, back to you.
Pass.
And I'm going to pass as well. We unfortunately have to waste some energy there. So we're going to go to round number 4 now, where we're going to get our 3 actions back. And again, 4 energy each plus 1. We're going to be at 5 energy each, and we're going to draw a card. Okay, and I think you most recently won, so you're going to go first.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to spend 1 energy. Where's the 4? An action, and I'm gonna play the deconstruct. I sacrifice a wonder. Me. Did not think about this very good. And I'm gonna sacrifice this one.
Okay.
And if you do, I draw 2 cards and put a nullified counter.
Okay, a nullified counter. So that basically makes it so a null counter makes the text on the card blank.
Which it really doesn't matter because
Yeah, it doesn't. This guy's already used his ability, and these don't have abilities, so that doesn't help you. Okay, so that's Nox's turn. Now it's back to me. I am going to let's see here. I'm going to use an action to draw a card. Not your turn.
I'm going to use an action to play a land.
Okay. So now Nox has the Umberthine link, so he'll get the discount and he'll be able to play core Umberthine cards. And man, I hate to use all that energy up. I'm going to use another action to draw another card. I need to get something here good. Puts me down to 1 action. Draw a card. Give me something good. Okay, there's something decent.
Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, I'm not doing great. All right. So I'm going to use 1 energy and an action. I'm going to play the Circuitous Q7, and on arrival, I gain 2 faith.
Okay. And I am going to play, let's see here. I'm going to use 2 energy, go down to 3. My final action to play the Emberwood Stalwart, which is just a basic 6 power wonder that costs 3. Again, I get the 1 discount because I have 1 or more Sulfera lands. It's only going to cost me 2 energy, but my final action, Nox, back to you. And I think Nox is out of actions. Again,
Yeah,
you could harvest a land. You're going to pass?
Yeah.
So it's going to come back to me. I am actually going to harvest 1 land. You can harvest as many as you want. It's the only action you can perform multiple of. I'm going to harvest 1 land and gain 1 action. Nox, back to you.
I'm going to pass.
He's going to pass again, and I'm going to use this final action to attack in this realm and take the stone. And Nox, back to you.
Pass.
And I'm going to pass. It's going to unlock round number 5, where we will get 5 energy. Nox is going to get additional 1, so 6. I'm going to get 2 additional. I will be at 7. And then our 3 actions back. We will draw a card.
I draw an additional card because of his ability.
Oh, because he has 2 Wonders in the Abyss, 2 additional cards. That's very good. Okay. And I most recently won a battle, so I'm going to go first. Okay. It just so happens that I have enough to play this guy. Because of my Dragon's Gold. Wonders that cost 6 or more are going to cost 2 less. That's going to make him 7. And I also have a Sulfur Land that's going to make him cost only 6. So I'm going to put Drogothar down, and that's going to cost him 6 energy and 1 action. Nox, your turn.
All right.
So the cool thing about this game is this might be intimidating to play a powerful wonder here while Nox is thinking about his turn there. But again, you could give this realm up. There's still other realms to win. It doesn't mean you've lost just because there's a powerful guy there. Nox, what's your play? Uh-oh, Flying Scuzzer.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And I own 5 cards in the Abyss.
So the Flying Scuzzer is going... So, again, both of these guys fly. What that means is every time you attack in a realm with a Flying Wonder, you can move it to an adjacent realm after the battle, if you so desire. The Flying Scuzzer is a very unfortunate flying bug card because every card he has in the Abyss, he gets to put a -1 counter on one of my wonders.
It's actually -5.
Right, but you a -1 for each card. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has 5. Ooh, that hurt. That's going to put my Drogothar down to 5 because he's -5 now. Okay, that was a good response. Good, excellent. Okay, what am I going to do? Let's see here. Okay. I will respond. This is going to be free to play because I get the 1 discount, but it's going to cost me an action. I'm going to put 4 +1 counters on Drogothar, so it's going to just put him down to -1 now. Nox, your turn.
Okay, and I'm going to use 1 energy and 1 action. And I'm going to play a Flying Scuzzer.
Oh, no! Another one. Okay, who's getting the -5? Drogothar again? Okay, so now he's -6. Oh, no. So I'm only at 4 now. Okay, back and forth we go. Okay, let's see here. So I still do have more power here. I'm going to use my final action to attack here and seize this stone. Nox, your turn.
I am going to... Let's see.
Darn Flying Scuzzer. I don't like that card.
Okay. What's he at? 4? All right. I'm going to spend 3 energy. That's it. My last section, and I'm going to play Charging Pulpo. On arrival, I have to sacrifice a wonder you control.
Okay, get that Scuzzer out of there. I guess his ability, his damage has been done. It doesn't really matter now. But now he has more power there, so it's going to come back to me. We're both out of actions.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling... Didn't you harvest the land?
Nope.
You did. You haven't yet. Okay. I will pass.
I'm going to harvest.
I thought he would do that.
Whenever a wonder dies, you may deny 1.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So Nox is going to get an additional action there. What am I going to do? Oh, darn it. I shouldn't have passed. I knew he was going to do that. So let's see here. Oh, you know what we forgot about? We forgot something here. So, Nox's his Ongopod over here makes my spells cost 3 more. So this actually would have cost me 4. And I didn't have 4 energy at the time. So we messed that up. And so you might have caught that already, that we messed that up. But Nox should have caught that. So I wouldn't have been able to play that because it would have cost me 3 more to play with that guy. But
that means he's -10.
yeah, so he would be essentially eliminated. So a wonder can exist at 0 power. It can't exist below 0 power. So he essentially would have been -1. So he would have been destroyed, but we missed that. So we should.
No, he would have been at 0.
So we should have caught that. But
he would have been at 0.
But that's okay. So so what am I going to do in response to his? Because he's going to seize that stone. I'm just going to pass.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take the stone here.
Okay. And so it's going to come back to me. I'm going to pass. Nox?
I'm going to pass.
Pass as well. We're going to go on to round number 6. And it's a tight game. We each control 2 stones. So round 6 plus 2, we're each going to get 8 energy apiece. And 3 actions. And so since Nox most recently won a battle, we are each going to draw a card. And Nox is going to go first.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. And so I'm going to spend 2 energy and 1 action. And I'm going to play the Great Usurper.
Okay, what's that guy? That guy's bad. I remember this guy's bad. I can't remember what he does, but he's bad. So on attack, destroy target enemy in this realm. Okay, that's bad. So, every time he attacks, he gets to wipe somebody out. Okay, that is not good. Okay, so I don't think I want to play in that realm. Where am I going to play here? Somewhere where Nox controls a stone. I think we're going to give Drogothar some help here. We're going to take an action down. And again, this is going to cost me 2 less because of the Dwarven Gold. I'm just going to make it an 8. And I have the Petria link, so it's going to cost me 1 less. It's going to cost me 7. So this is going to take me down to 1 energy. And I'm going to put Verdontia of Petria here, which is a super powerful wonder for Petria, where whenever I harvest, I can put a +1 counter on each Petria wonder that I control. Nox, your turn.
So that puts you at 10.
Yeah, so I'm at 4 here. Again, this guy should be dead because we messed that up, but we'll just keep...
he's not dead. He would just be at 0.
Oh, maybe be at 0. We'll just keep playing it off how we ended up.
And I'm going to spend no energy and 1 action, and I'm going to play Static Shock. This round, whenever an enemy wonder attacks, it gets -2 until end of round.
Oh, okay. So we'll put this out here just as a reminder that this is for the... Again, that's a spell. We'll go in the Abyss. We'll just put it out just as a reminder. So I get a -2 every time I attack?
On anybody.
So that is a deterrent to attacking for sure. Let's see here what I'm going to do in response. I do have an energy. I have 2 actions left. I think I'm going to spend an action to draw a card. Nox, back to you.
I'm going to spend an action to attack in this round.
Okay, that's Nox's final action. I have 1 left. And, oh yeah, see, this is a bummer realm because anybody I put there is going to attack and wipe me out. So so I've given up this one. He can have that stone. But where else can I go? I think I'm going to go over here and I'm going to play Sir Reynard. My last action, last energy. And he says on arrival, I got to put a protector counter on this, which really what that does is it makes it possible for me when I control a stone and he attacks me, he will get rid of the protector counter if he takes it back instead of taking the stone back. Okay, Nox, your turn. Oh, Nox gonna harvest the land. No, what's he got planned? Another action for Nox. Oh, should I harvest? Should I harvest? I'm gonna pass.
All right. So I'm going to go over to here, and it's going to use me in action, and it says spend 5 faith, stun target wonder in this... Oh, it's in this realm. Oh, I didn't think about that.
So it's just for the round, too. So if you were to stun me, I would basically be tapped. So if I had a tap ability...
No.
Oh, what does it say?
In this realm. It does not say for the round.
I think stun just lasts for the round. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I think instead I'm just gonna use 1 energy and I'll play another one over here.
Okay. All right, so back to me. I'm going to pass.
Pass.
Nox is going to pass. We're going to be in the final round here, round number 7, where we're going to get our 3 actions back. And how are we going to look for energy? Nox is going to be 7 plus 3 is going to be 10. I'm going to be 7 plus 2. I'm going to be 9. So it's kind of neck and neck here. How is this going to play out? We will see. So again, now, this is it. This is the final round here where we have the opportunity to play anywhere we want, try to take as many stones as possible before the end of the game. We'll each draw a card. And I think, I can't remember who most recently won a battle. I think it was...
No, that was me because I took this one.
That's right. Okay, so Nox is up first.
Okay, let's see here. You know, first things first, I'll use... Oh, I'm not going to use any energy, but it's going to take me in action. And I'll play Static Shock again.
Okay, whenever we attack, we get -2. That's kind of a bummer. Okay, let's see here. What to do? I'm going to spend the first action to draw a card. Let's see if we can get another card here to help us out.
Okay, and then I'm going to use...
Not that big of a help.
I'm going to use one more action, and I'm going to attack here.
Okay, because he's got 4 to -3. So that was probably not smart of me. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to harvest all of these 2. So that's going to give me 2 more actions. I'm going to go to 4, and that's going to give me a +2 to this guy. So he's going to go to 6, a +2 to this guy, and a +2 to this guy. Nox, your turn. So now it becomes a little more challenging here towards the end. Where do you play to maximize the stones you can take to finish off the game?
Well, I have no more lands, so...
Yes, so that becomes a bummer if you finish up here with no more lands because you don't get any additional actions. This is your last action.
And I'm going to use 1 energy. In my last action, I'm going to play Cybernetic Enhancement on this guy. It's an equipment. And Equip Wonder gets +3 and is a Biosynth in addition to its other classes.
Okay, +3. So that's going to be 6, 8 over here to my 8. Okay, so we'll be tied there. I'm going to play again, this guy's a tune, so he's free to play and doesn't cost an action or an energy because he's 1 discount. So we're going to put another cat over here. And it's going to go back to Nox, but he's not going to have any more lands to harvest. So it's going to come back to me. I'm going to spend an action to attack here and take that stone. And it's going to go back to Nox. Again, he can't play any more cards or actions because his lands are all harvested. He has no actions left.
Wait. You have -2.
Oh, that's true. That's right. -2, so we'll take this away.
Every single wonder.
Oh, all of them. All the wonders are -2?
Yeah, because it's saying
Let's
whenever
see.
an enemy
this
wonder
this might be bad for me. Whenever an enemy wonder attacks, it gets -2. That is the truth. So actually, maybe I would not be able to. So hang on. Let's see. That's going to be -2 from this guy. This guy's going to be 0, and this guy's going to be 1. Oh man. You know what? So that's true. So I will not attack there because that is not going to work out for me. Let's see.
There's a realm over there, too.
There is. So the problem is, though... Oh, so here's what I could do. Nope, that's not going to work either. So I'm going to spend an action and draw a card. And I will just take all my turns here because, okay, that's what we needed was this guy. So I'm going to spend an action... and 5 energy, and put this mammoth down here. Then I'm going to spend another action to attack, which I'm going to get this stone back, but I'm going to get a -2. And that is going to put us equal. And I have 1 action left. So, not enough to draw a card and play it. Here's how a tie works. We both control 3 stones. Whoever controls realm 1 is the winner. So I barely pulled off the win here. Again, the game didn't work out exactly as I have a lot of cards in here that were supposed to give me extra energy and actions, which I never was able to get out. So unfortunately, it was a tight game, and it looks like I'm going to be the winner because I control realm number 1. Hopefully this gives you guys an idea on how this game plays. And again, it's really crazy because one player can be winning right up to the very last round. Stones will shift, and it's really unexpected what's going to happen in the last round. You can see nobody even played over here. This stone was completely unclaimed. But that's the great thing. You can play anywhere you want. It's better to take a stone away from someone than to take an unclaimed stone. We'll definitely do a lot better throughout the game. And this is a recent rule change. It used to be if it was tied, you add up your total wonders power. Now it's whoever controls realm 1. So that's a realm you got to keep your sights on that a lot of times you forget about. Because as you play, you're moving across the mat here, you kind of forget about realm 1 over here. Hopefully you guys, when you're playing games, you're thinking about sportsmanship, thinking about winning or losing. Can you win with grace, lose with grace, and can that transfer over into your real life? If you're failing at something, what are you going to do to make changes so that next time you're better prepared for that situation where you don't lose at that given situation. With that said, if you guys have any questions, I would love to hear about them in the comments. Put them down in the comments if you feel like we messed up a rule, like we did with the Anglopod there. If we messed a rule up, let us know in the comments, and we'd love to get some discussion started about the game. Let us know what you think, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.